Ah, hello YouTube, this is Dragonheart, the Prince of Wales, and welcome to a very important channel update video on my channel. Got quite a few things to talk about in today's video, and some of it's quite, well, I suppose a little bit sad, and some of it's a little bit of some of the kind of things I've been thinking about lately that I wanted to get off my chest and talk about in this video. So, first of all, give you guys a bit of an update about my personal life. I have been working for the past 12 months as a library assistant. I've really enjoyed it. It's been a fantastic job, and it's just been great. I've been able to make a difference in the workplace, been able to help so many different people, and it's something I've really enjoyed doing. Unfortunately, that job is a fixed term for a year, which means that obviously once you get to the end of your contract, the contract expires, you don't have a job anymore, and that's going to be happening to me very soon. From sort of early October onwards, I'll be unemployed again, which is a bit of a shit, and last time it was very depressing for me personally, so I'm not looking forward to it, as you can probably imagine. But I got YouTube, I got lots of important people in my life, my fiance, my family, my niece and nephew, my cat, and people on YouTube as well. People like Lord Rexo and Stiffthread, the podcast, making good YouTube videos for you guys. There's lots of things that I've got going for me in my life, which is important, and it's important that we have those kind of values, and it's what keeps us going. And I hope that will be the case with me. But obviously, like I said, I'm going to be unemployed, so I'm not looking forward to it. But hopefully, fingers crossed, I can bounce back, and hopefully in a short period of time I'll be able to find some more work again. Because I need to live, I need to get more money so I can upgrade my PC and do nice things again. I'm only joking about that last part. I don't need to upgrade at the moment. My PC is perfectly efficient as it is at the moment. But yeah, so that's like the important thing that I wanted to get out of the way initially. You can probably notice about my hair is an absolute mess. This is actually, well, it's 11:45 on a Friday night. I'm making this video. I just felt like I wanted to get this done this week at some stage, this video. And it's taken me a while to kind of record it. I've just recorded an episode of My Club for Pro Evolution Soccer, which is a pretty good episode. Just been talking on the Facebook chat with Lord Rexo and Stiffthread about some things as well, and it's been nice. But I just felt like it'd be sort of important for me to get this video out there for you guys now. I want to take the beard as well. I've actually been growing it, and yeah, what do you think? It's looking at myself on the camera right now. I think it's probably the most facial hair I've ever had on a YouTube video, so it's probably a record right there. My hair's an absolute mess, but look how dry my hair is. I've got no gel on it. I need to have a cut. It's an absolute wreck. But that was the first, important thing that I wanted to kind of get across at the start of this video, just to, let you guys know where things are in my life at the moment. And the good thing is with it, I suppose, on a YouTube perspective, is I'll have a little bit more time now come sort of October, November, to make YouTube videos. YouTube is my passion. It's something I've been doing for over 2 years, almost on a daily basis, weekly basis. I've been doing it on a regular basis, bar a few weeks, maybe the odd month where I didn't do so much. But it's been a hell of a roller coaster. I've really enjoyed it. If you ask me, would I do this as a full-time job? The answer would be absolutely. Of course I would. Anybody who loves and does something with a passion, if they could turn it into an income and into some sort of living, then of course they would, and I probably would do that. It'd be a bit weird, but I would do it. But at the same time, I look at other people who do YouTube on a full-time basis, and it's kind of like, well, it's an awful lot of hard work and effort. I mean, the average YouTube video that I make, is probably 15 minutes long, 20 minutes long, if it's like a campaign episodic kind of video, like a Total War series or something, or a FIFA series or something, and that's 20 minutes to half hour of recording, having the time to record it as well. Then you've got to edit and render it. That might take another half hour to an hour. Upload it, which may also take another half hour to an hour. So something which may take half hour to record might actually take 3 or 4 hours to actually get up onto your channel. And when you do that on a regular basis, it is a lot of work, and that's without the promotion of your channel, without the social media side of your channel, without the interaction of replying to comments, and doing stuff with other people. So it's an awful lot of hard work. So I don't, part of me is like, yeah, I would if I had the chance, but the other part of me is kind of saying, well, maybe you don't want to do that, the easy big fella, you know what I mean? You just don't want to. I suppose the right term would be almost whore yourself, because you would be working so hard and so many hours a day. You would be probably doing 16, 20 hours, or well, maybe not 20 hours, but you'd be doing about 16 hours a day probably, because it's just evening to night, evening to, morning to evening, morning to evening all the time. But yeah, so that's the first point, that I wanted to just get out there for you guys. Now, the second thing that I wanted to talk about, which may come as a shock to quite a lot of you guys that are watching this video right now. As I said earlier in the video, I've been doing YouTube for over 2 years. I mean, I started in 2013 when I was still at university. I can't get my words out tonight. It's quite awkward. And I've gone right the way through, like I said, doing these videos and stuff. And when I started my channel, one of the main how can I put it, inspirations was probably Lionheart. And he still is an inspiration to me today. I think he's got a fantastic channel. When I was in university, I used to watch quite a lot of his videos. I'd binge watch some of his series, particularly his Denmark series for Napoleon and Empire, with his Portugal series. They were great series. I'd put a playlist on. I'd set my TV up via a HDMI cable. I'd lie in bed. I'd watch 2 or 3 episodes. I was that into his commentary and that into his series. And that was one of the reasons why I wanted to start my own channel. And my channel's been pretty much 90% to 10% kind of in the sway of Total War. It's been predominantly a Total War channel. And this is something I bring up every kind of few months, maybe twice a year, 3 times a year, in these kind of vlog videos that I make. And that is, Total War. I don't want to be a Total War channel. I don't want to be predominantly a Total War person. I think the people that do Total War videos, and I'm talking about the very big, well-known YouTubers, do a fantastic job. They're there because of the success they've brought, the quality of their videos, the interaction with each other and with other kind of developers and stuff that have obviously, assisted them along the way, but also because of their hard work and dedication. And they do a fantastic job. But the thing with Total War is there's only so much you can do with Total War. You could be a Total War kind of news channel. Now, a Total War news channel would be, what's his name? THFE Productions, otherwise known as Oakley. He does like news updates and stuff. Sunjets, who does something very similar, except he does sort of montages as well. You've got your narrative Let's Plays, which is officially Devin's territory. You've got your kind of, I suppose you could call it comedic Total War videos, which is sort of Alex the Rambler, kind of short kind of sketches, short kind of videos like the best Total War player ever, those kind of things. I thought they were really good, by the way, if you're watching Alex. And Lionheart is your kind of standard Let's Player from start to finish. 80 to 90 episodes of an Attila Let's Play, which I couldn't do. I can't do 80 episodes of Attila, sorry. I just can't, right? So everybody's got their own kind of territory, which is great. They've become well-established YouTubers. That's why they are successful. With Total War, I feel like there's not much of a market out there for the smaller channels. And I classify myself still as a smaller channel, to be honest. It's quite difficult for me. I'm in a kind of situation which is almost like a double-edged sword for me, because I classify myself as a smaller channel, and I am compared to most channels on YouTube. But with Total War, in some respect, I'm seen as a much bigger channel, or, well, I wouldn't say much bigger channel, but because I've been doing it for a long time, because I'm fairly well established amongst people, because of the Total War community group, my interactions with other YouTubers, big and small. I've done stuff with people like Lord Rex and so on, Stiff. I've done stuff with Hef, now in the podcast and stuff. I've done stuff with Biscuits. I've done stuff with quite a lot of different people, and people back in the day when I first started as well. So I'm kind of seen as more of a kind of, I suppose you could say, intermediate Total War person or channel, and that's great. I think that's fantastic. But I don't want to be a predominantly Total War based channel. I want to include quite a lot of different things, and it's something I've been thinking about for a while. I mean, I've been doing this Let's Play for Total War Shogun 2, the Hojo campaign. It's been a fantastic Let's Play. I've really enjoyed making it. It's Shogun 2 is one of my favourite games for Total War. I play on Legendary difficulty, which is obviously the hardest difficulty you can play on, and yeah, it's pretty good, very challenging as you'd expect for a Shogun 2 legendary campaign, and the series it's been going pretty well. The thumbnails are very good. I've done a pretty good job on the thumbnails again. Commentary's pretty good, but I feel quite repetitive, and the same thing goes over and over again, and it's win this battle, lose this battle, win this battle, lose this battle, and it's going on and on and on. And this isn't just sort of this series that I found that to be happening on. It's happened on probably the last 2 or 3 Total War series that I've attempted to do on my channel. If you look at my channel, I have very few completed Total War campaigns. I have 1 or 2 where I've kind of said, right, I've achieved my kind of mini objectives, I'm happy enough to end it here. You could probably argue that with the Wales campaign. I pretty much dominated all of England by turn 20 or part 20, whatever it was. Although that is still open, I may go back to the Medieval 2 Wales campaign, because I did say in that series and in that video, in one of those videos, that I want to conquer all of Britain. So that's an open-ended kind of let's play, which I probably will go back to maybe in January in the new year or something. Like I started in January this year, maybe it would be nice to finish it in January next year. So things like that. But most of my campaigns, you'll find that they just end abruptly. They end without any kind of... I'll usually say this will probably be the last episode. I'm going to do a quick recap or something like that in the last part. Or a save file gets corrupted or something. That happened quite a lot with Rome 2 back in the day. But I just feel like I'm not feeling it anymore with these campaigns. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to never do a Total War video or a Total War related video on my channel ever again, because that's not true. Of course I'm going to do a Total War video and Total War series and stuff. I just think I need a break from doing standard Let's Plays for Total War. Now, I'm not ruling out information videos like Warhammer and so forth. I've actually quite enjoyed making them. And if you look at my channel over the past 2 to 3 weeks perhaps, I thought that was a spider over there. It's not, it's nothing, it's just my eyesight's crap. I hate spiders, by the way. But I just feel like with my channel over the last 2 or 3 weeks, if you look at my views, and look at this from a business point of view now, as well as a personal point of view, so bear with me a second, but if you look at it, you'll see the most views I've actually accumulated have been through my thoughts and opinions videos, which I really enjoy doing. I really like doing vlogs where it's me in front of a camera talking to you guys one-to-one like this. I really enjoy that. I feel like it's one of my strengths on my channel, and I think it's something I do really well and a decent job. But you look at those videos, and I think the Empire of Sands video had something like 80, 90 views, and the Total War Warhammer discussion video had 150, 160 views when I checked them a couple of days ago. Don't know what they're on now. I haven't checked it for a few days, if I'm being honest. And then the other videos I've done on my channel have all had like 12 views, 20 views. So that they definitely trumped those videos by far. Which is what you want. You want your videos to be successful. But it's a kind of combination of they're not being as successful. Who wants to really sit down and watch me do a half-hour video, part 1 of the Hojo campaign for a game that's been 2 or 3 years old now, 4 years old, whereas there's already existing Let's Plays. People have already had the satisfaction of watching people play this game, and who wants to sit down and watch me talk for half an hour when they can sit down and watch Lionheart or Warrior of Sparta, for half an hour. It's that kind of balance. You see what I mean? Now, I've been playing Pro Evolution Soccer, the new Pro Evolution Soccer game, PES 2016. I've been a long time fan of PES. I've been playing since the old ISS days, back in like 98, 99 I think it was. I can remember the original PlayStation 1, there was an ISS game which was really good. It had like the World Cup kits and everything, it was really cool. I can remember PES, it was called PES 1, it was on the PlayStation 1. They did PES 1, PES 2, PES 3, PES 4, PES 5 up to PES 6. They then renamed it, so what would have been PES 7 was actually PES 2008, and then it's gone all the way up until PES 2016. I really enjoyed PES. It's one of my all-time favourite sports games and sports franchises. I've had a few years away from playing it. I haven't played since 2000. I haven't played properly since 2013. Really good game 2013 was, especially on PC. I played it on PC. I had a mod, so we had like all the tattoos of all the players and stuff. It was fantastic, right? It was the smoke. I think it was the blue smoke mod. And then after that, I bought 2014 on PlayStation 3. It was complete dog shit, graphical downgrade by far. Most of the official player faces weren't in the game on the release date. The game was baggy, the game was shit. I bought it, played it for a week to give it a chance, wait until the first Konami data pack update launched. Did fuck all to the game, sold on eBay, got most of my money back, and I didn't go near PES since then. Didn't buy last year's game, PES 2015, but I bought this year's game on PC, PES 2016. As you can see on my channel, I've got 5-6 videos up of PES already. Really enjoying it. It's been fantastic, and that's the thing. I found something which has rekindled my love for the series. I'm able to share it with you on PC, and I'm really enjoying it, and that's what I want to make. And these videos are great because I feel like I can put more effort as a video creator into them. So I'd rather make a 6 to 7 minute PES video where I'm quite animated, quite excited, really enjoying it, getting quite competitive, and having lots of fun in something which is well edited. I can have jump cuts, I can have sort of good music in the background, like all this kind of going on, and I'm really enjoying it, and I feel like I'm getting more out of that as a video creator than sitting down, chopping the start part off, chopping the end part off of a 30-minute video and just clicking render, because that's basically all the editing you require when it comes to a standard Let's Play with Total War. So you're probably wondering now, after you've heard all of this from me in this video, that, you know, I'm never going to play Total War again as campaigns. And like I said, that's not going to be the case, because with Total War Warhammer, when that comes out, I do have big plans for it. I will be doing series on probably the Dwarves, probably the Empire, and probably the Vampire Counts once they get announced, and the Greenskins. I'm going to play all of them, basically. Or at least try to play all of them. I'll probably do like, I might go back to my tutorial videos. I'll find out as much as I can about these factions and how they play in the Total War Warhammer game, and then do something which I used to call an off-the-bat series, which I did back when Rome 2 was still in its infancy. I did it for like the Pirates and Raiders DLC and a couple of other factions as well. And it's basically where you start a campaign, you play for about 20 minutes, you go through the opening moves that I personally would make as a tactician, as a strategist looking at the campaign, and what units I would create and what buildings I would create, that sort of thing. And that's something which I'd like to do once Warhammer is out. So do some campaigns, do some tutorial videos, some online battles, and some co-ops. I do have a couple of people interested in doing some co-ops and multiplayer videos with me. I don't think they'll mind me mentioning the names on here, so I'll mention them anyway. I've got Elite from Barbarian Breakfast. Now, Elite, he's great. He's got his channel called Barbarian Breakfast, like I mentioned. He's doing that as a co-op channel with Whoopsin Burger, who's this American dude, and it's basically a charity channel. I won't go over too much of it in this video. I won't rehash what I've already said in previous videos, but there's a video on my channel where we played some Mountain Blade Warband multiplayer, and we talked a little bit about his channel and what his channel offers. So check that channel out if you want to find out more about Elite. He also was on the second episode of this season's podcast, so if you check the playlist and look for episode 2, you'll see Elite in all his glory. Well, not quite as all his glory, but on the camera, on the screen, talking about his channel and getting involved in the podcast as well. So if you want to find out more about him, go there. But he is interested in doing some videos with me. Now, we have said that we may do a co-op for Warhammer once that is released next year, so that is in the pipeline. Hopefully we will do some multiplayer battles in the near future as well, so perhaps in 2 or 3 weeks time we can get 1 or 2 multiplayer battle videos up, and maybe turn into a mini series up until sort of Warhammer's released, or up until the end of the year, just something like that to keep things going. So that'll be nice for us. And War Eagle is also interested in doing some co-op stuff with me as well. We mentioned it in a couple of our Steam conversations. That would be great as well. War Eagle is somebody that I've admired for a long time. His channel basically grew from 0 to, I think it's like 500 or 600 right now. He got a great commentary. He's a great Let's Player. Very good artwork on his channel. Very nice guy to talk to. I think he'd be a fantastic YouTuber, and he could be like the future, how can I put it, the future Lionheart. That's probably the wrong words or wrong thing to say, but you know what I mean? The influence that Lionheart has had over the past 3 or 4 years in the Total War community, or the Total War YouTube community, I think War Eagle could eventually have in 3 or 4 years time himself. So I'm making a bold prediction in this video right now, but if in 4 years time War Eagle's like the world's biggest Total War player or something, click a link on this video, and I said it here first, folks. And if you're watching War Eagle in the future, you owe me money. Just saying, I'm only joking. Anyway, so I'm talking crap at the moment, so that probably is a signifier of the end of this podcast. It's actually gone 12 o'clock now. So in conclusion, yeah, I mean, I mentioned the job thing at the start. I mentioned some potential videos with War Eagle and Barbarian Breakfast in the future. Check out the podcast. I'm going to be recording the podcast this Sunday, and hopefully we'll have officially Devin as a guest on the podcast, so that'll be cool. We're actually doing a very good job of the podcast this season. I think it's been a fantastic thing. The podcast started off obviously with me and Lord Rex, so with Two Lizards. It's now been changed to Tactical Difficulties. We've got Stiffser on here as a main host as well, so we've got 3 hosts. Each week it rotates to the host channel. All the videos will be in the playlist. I've did like a tutorial video this week on how to kind of edit it, which is a shit tutorial, to be honest. I could have done a much better job of that tutorial, but the basics is all in there. And yeah, so hopefully Rexo can do a decent job with his recording. I'll be recording as well as a backup just in case. What we do now, we all record as backups in case we crash and stuff. It just makes things a lot easier. We are starting to get a nice kind of routine with the podcast recording, and it's flowing really well this year. We've had Hef, Elite, we're going to have officially Devin. Hopefully we'll get War Eagle the next few weeks. Hopefully Biscuits can come back on for season 2 as well. And yeah, if any of you guys watching want to be a member of one of the episodes and be a guest on the show, comment below, and also, you know, message us on Twitter. Talk to me on Twitter, talk to Lord Rex on Twitter, talk to Stiffser on Twitter. All of our Twitters are on the podcast on the screen. It's got at Dragonheart1791, at Lord_Rex, so at Stiffser Mazo. So we're all on there. So just message us on Twitter and let us know whether you want to be a guest. And then we can discuss it. We can try and see if we can fit you in. We usually record on the weekend, and it's usually a Sunday. Sometimes we're able to do Sunday at sort of lunchtime, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, that sort of thing, UK time. But usually it'll be a Sunday evening, so it'll be sort of 7 to 8 o'clock onwards. That's usually our best time. So if you want to be on the podcast, just message one of us, and we can take it from there and see if we can sort that out. Anyway, it's been 22 minutes, 23 minutes maybe since I started this podcast. I'm getting very, very tired. I got a video uploaded in the background. I got a game downloading, FIFA 16 by the way. Hoping to play that soon. I got work tomorrow. I've got I got lots of stuff going on at the moment. It's just been mad this past kind of few weeks. I just have not had. I'm amazed to be able to record videos because I feel like I haven't had the time. I literally haven't had the time to sort of just lie down, relax, and just go to sleep. It just feels like it's always something. I've been really stressed, as you can probably imagine. Doing YouTube at the moment and playing games that I enjoy and just talking to people like Stiffser and Lord Rexo has actually helped me quite a lot, and it's something I need at the moment. I need YouTube. Hopefully YouTube needs me as well. This has turned into quite a soap opera right now. I'm going to end the this vlog / video / me rambling thing now. Okay. Thank you for watching, guys. I've been Dragonheart, the Prince of Wales. Until next time, goodbye.